can be a great people, Kal-El. They wish to be. They only lack the light to show the way.
Hey everybody, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel, and I'm reshooting this intro here for this video, or this content. I was going to make some new content today, just for the video that's going to come out when you see it. It's going to be on Wednesday, but there's really nothing out there, you know, I couldn't find anything to pick up, so I'm just going to use this footage, use a different intro. This is Goodwill coming up, by the way. And because I want to talk about promotions and why it's important down in the description down below, and what I do as well for promoting my listings. I just think it's really important, and we got to utilize all the tools that are there in order for us to make sales. And I'll go into a little more detail after the Goodwill trip. And we're still going to do 3 what solds, and hopefully it's not too long. And oh, down below, changing things up a bit slightly social media wise. Keep an eye, look in the description, not keep an eye, but look in the description because it's going to be there from now on. My Instagram will be down there. My new Facebook group will be down there. Email, if you want to email me. If you guys see anything in the videos you're interested in, send me an email and I'll send you a link on how to purchase that item. Also, if you check out my Instagram, I'm going to be posting regularly what I'm buying, what I'm picking up. Right now, I'm posting a bunch of stuff that I picked up at that private estate sale that you saw the last video. So, more close-up pictures of items, and if you guys are interested, you can always DM me there, or you can also send me an email there as well, too. And then I'll be posting as well to the Facebook group, too, as well. So check the description down below, and what else? Subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, hitting the thumbs up button to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. We're back to a normal schedule this week, so Thursday will be a live show. It's going to be really hot. Next 2 days are going to be really hot. Then it's going to start to taper off again. So we are scheduled to go to the flea market tomorrow morning. We'll see how that goes. It's supposed to be like 90-something degrees, which is insane for where I live. It's insane where we live. That's too much. It's already too much. We're going to start heading out to the coast now. Hanging out over there. Unfortunately, you guys, I've talked about this before, the Goodwills out on the coast are not that great. But, let's get to the video. Alright, doors are open. Here we go. Let's go. Oh, let me change the audio might change right now because I'm going to put the noise cancellation on. Just because the music is kind of loud. Alright, let me just adjust the microphone. Make sure it's facing more towards my... Here, let me just... Here, look at it. Boom. Right there in front of the mirror there. Adjust this mic really quick. Alright, there we go. No, wait, it's not good. There we go. There we go. That's a bit of placement for me. Okay. Nothing. Not really seeing too much here. Okay. Jewelry. Quick glance at the jewelry really quick, but we'll come back and definitely do a deeper dive. Okay. My eyes got watery all of a sudden, you know, just... Every time the weather kind of changes a little bit, it's a little overcast today, it kind of throws my whole allergies, throws it all off. My body doesn't know how to react, I guess. Purses are pretty cleaned out today. Whoa, skids there. Little wallets. Yeah, their wallet section hasn't been really the best. It never really... It is the best. I'm trying to see what that. What's Lotus? Oh no. And my eyes get watery. It's tough for me to see sometimes. But then again, their wallets really haven't been, aren't really that great around here. But I always take a look. This kind of funky. Nothing. What we got here? We got some cats. Oh, that's his Nuffield. This right here looks like a little sports sack, but it is not a little sports sack. It just has the look of it. People try to knock off anything. This might look like similar to like a Brahmin, but I don't think, yeah, it's not even, it's, the quality just isn't even there. All right, let's get to the main floor, which we're going to look for the hard goods. Oh, get that camera back around. Okay, here we go. All right, everybody's over there already. All right, let's go see if there's any bins or anything. Okay, no bins. All right. Okay. That is, okay. It's a tad bit unusual. There's no bins, but all right, let's come over here. Let's see what we got. This right here keeps fooling me. I always think it's a Lego set, but it's not. It's a puzzle. All right, there was some brand new, oh yeah, I'll just show you. Brand new Avatar. Avatar does really well. $11. I'm gonna look that up really quick and just make sure. I actually might, right here. These are priced fairly, oh, that's actually not bad, $7. No, I'm not gonna mess with those anymore. They keep getting, like, what are you laughing at me for? They get like rusted on the inside and they, oh, look at that. And it's from the broken egg, another broken egg. This is from Huntsville, Alabama. It's a nice one too. I like the purple on that. All right, score. That's probably the most exciting thing I'm gonna find today. Did you go check out the Target aisle yet? Anything good? Any toys? I think all the toys are over here. There's a He-Man. Priced fairly well. I think it's from that animated show, which I don't know if that show really did very well. I didn't even watch it. I wasn't really a huge He-Man show fan. Like, watching it, I like the toys. Oh, no, not that. Let me tell you, my eye just got super watery. I get I'm like tearing up here. Hopefully it dries out a little bit. But we got keyboards, of course. You guys know. Oh, these are nothing exciting. Nah, nothing there. Nothing. One of those sous vide machines. This one actually you could probably use with anything. It's kind of a little more versatile. I'll look it up. I think. Oh, it's got a. That's not a American standard, a European. This bar is in the way. It's in the way here. It's in the way of filming, that is. Let's see. The Mother's Day Scentsy. What do they want? $6. Let's see what it is. It's all in there. It's a decent price. Take a look at that. It's Mother's Day, so it's got a theme. Kind of like it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something's coming out. Is there a cart coming out? All right, over on the end cap. Now, right over here is the sporting goods section, which I want to take a look at. The speaker is right above it. So, this song I don't think is stopping at all. So let's just go down here and see. If I have to cut it out, I have to cut it out. Harrah's Casino, Lake Tahoe. The bags are nothing really there. Oh man, that is really loud. Okay, hold on. Okay, I just found this mug right here. Game Over Control. I'm gonna just look at that brand or CS mug. Pretty sure I should be able to find it, but I saw something very similar to this a little while ago. It wasn't exactly like it, but it sold incredibly well. I mean, it wasn't high dollar, but the velocity was good. Some marble coasters, but I don't think I'd be able to sell those. This right here is an interesting little device. It's not anything of any value or anything, but it's those that are wondering, it's a wine aerator. So you put this on your wine bottle, turn it over, and it circulates the wine through the device as it comes out into the glass. So hopefully you get a better tasting, full body glass of wine. You guys know I'm a huge whiskey fan, and same is true for whiskey. You know, you got to let it breathe a little bit. That's why you circulate it or move it around. You know, you see people and they go like that to the glass to swirl it. That's the word, swirl it. Really, you're just trying to get it, you know, aerated. Okay, we're going to get into, we're kind of moving a slightly different route than what I'm used to. I'm just kind of flowing with, you know, traffic. It's a little busy over in the other areas that I wanted to go to, so it's okay. Forces me out of my normal little comfort zone, and maybe there's other areas I should be looking at, or areas I neglect, I should say. Bailey's to Bailey's. A Bailey's cup there. Not anything really that great. Bailey's makes a lot of branded glassware. All right, but let's move on down to the next aisle. Go look at the Target aisle. All right, check out this wood aisle. This wood aisle is stacked today. Jeez Louise. Man, I've never seen this much wood in this aisle. This is wild. All right, some Nutcracker. Japanese. Looks like Japanese to me. It looks fairly modern. I might scan it really quick. It's a wine bottle case down here. Real nice wood case. Probably not worth the thing. Some. I'm not sure on that building. I'm thinking I have to scan it, but I'm guessing Notre Dame. I'm guessing Notre Dame. Let's say there. Pretty sure. Let me scan it and just be sure. There's carts coming out. That is Notre Dame, by the way. I scanned it just to make sure. Double check my knowledge. Cast iron ones seem to be around 50 bucks or so, but those are pretty badly chipped up, and they've been well used. This is a tie rack here, an automatic tie rack. You would mount it and then put all your ties on there. Got a seashell. There's a bunch of glitter on it. I don't want to touch it. I get glitter on my hands. But while I was double checking my knowledge, I picked up that Japanese wooden boat thing. I scanned it really quick and it piqued my interest, so I'm going to put it in the cart, do a little bit of research here and see what we can find. Look at this. Willy Wonka? That's funny. Oh, this is a theater. I've bought and sold popcorn buckets, themed popcorn buckets. I don't know about the cups. It's kind of cool. We'll take a look at it for $2. Our cart's getting kind of full, but mostly because I've got a bunch of these boxes here. There's some more G.I. Joes. So, I know the $7 is a decent deal, but the other ones that are 11, the Avatar ones, I'm going to double check the pricing on it, or double check see what it's going for, basically. Oh, yes, there we go. There we go. Disney Vacation Club, so it's exclusive to Vacation Club members. They sell stuff like in the Disney. Oh, it's got a dented cap. I'll look it up and just see. But when you go to Disneyland, there are items that are exclusive to like Vacation Club members, annual pass members. So you have to be a member in order to even purchase those items. Even for like their Halloween special and everything like that, they bring out certain merchandise when you pay the extra for that ticket, and then it gives you the opportunity to buy those items. So they're a little bit more exclusive. But let's go check out another aisle. Okay, kind of in a little miscellaneous wood / metal sculptures. Cool, but not going to be worth it. Little fishing boats. This little clock right there. Just kind of stood out to me. One of these little. I know I pulled one of these recently. This was what brand was it? I forgot what brand it was. This is vintage. It's missing the battery cap. We'll leave it behind. I forgot what brand it was, but I did pull one that was a really good brand. And I think it was San Jose, or it was like a gift, you know. You would kind of personalize it. All right, we're going to turn the corner and check out Target stuff. And it is not a Goodwill trip unless we look at the mugs. Let me know if anybody out there collects mugs. Do you collect Denim? Do you collect Starbucks? Kind of a cool little mug there. Oh, something fell out of that. Look at this. Plymouth, Massachusetts. It's kind of got a cool little mug with a there, but nothing. There's nothing here. Nothing. It's not shocking, but okay. Go with the Target. What is this?
That
30-gallon. Oh, just
look at that.
nada. Okay, we're going to progress over to the.
Can't figure out what this is.
Nope.
IKEA.
IKEA. It's sort of a balancing thing.
No, it sits like that.
Boom. And just like that, we're over in the miscellaneous pottery now. This has been making its way around the Goodwill store. It's over here now. I don't know if they're going to roll out carts. It's pretty unusual that they don't have carts out right now, but maybe they just really stocked the shelves. Like that wood aisle was incredibly stocked beyond what I'm used to. It's Delph. Pretty sure it's Delph. Looks like a Delph. Holland, made in Holland type of stuff. Not really that great. But. Like taco mug that has made its way. It's a really cool mug, but not really worth anything. But it's made its way around. I've seen it in several different locations already. Now it's out here. It looks like it might have had a lid to it. What is this? Oven-proof stoneware, Marquess. Is this also that? That's also Marquess. Take a look at this. Okay, so really nice pottery stoneware here, but it all kind of hovers around $15. What it would be going for, but is there profit there? Probably not, because of what it's going to take to ship these things out. I mean, I might be able to press it for 20, but do I want to go through the hassle? No. Have a cool little teacup. I want to look up that little that Japanese rowboat. Here's the teacup. Gotta make sure the camera is looking at what I'm picking up, what I'm referencing. Still gotta get better at that. We gotta get better. Okay, there's a little card out here. Let's take a look really quick. There's also a hat I saw out of the corner of my eye over here. I'm gonna look at. Still there. What do we got? Nothing? What is this? Funky little pot here. Okay. I have right here. I wanted to look. Oh. That's falling everywhere. Oh. Okay, no. Wasn't what I was. It was not what I was hoping it was. I was hoping it was like a vintage, Padres. All right, let's go take a look at the other kind of like what is it? Appliance
area. Just sometimes they hide some, not hide, sometimes they place some cool electronics over there. But let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Straight ahead. Appliances. I see nothing. I see nothing there. Yeah. Okay. Speaker bars we don't really mess with. Check this out. What's this doing over here? Jake Sully. Oh, here it is. Jake Sully. That's kind of. Oh, I bet you. You know what? I bet you look up here. Look up there. I bet you it slid down from up there, or it was up there and it slid down. Maybe it's just a toy haul today. Okay, well, I'm gonna check those other ones up. The action figures should be good. Whoa, what the? What the heck is this thing? I'm telling you, find the strangest things around here. Look at this. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm just looking at these ones that are $11. Get that camera a little bit. So looking at the ones that are $11, and they're not going to be really worth it for $11. They're the ships, primarily the ships, and the one with the Pandora animal from it. But the ones that are actually the action figures, these are going to be worth it, and they're up to around $30. And then also the G.I. Joe one should go for around 30 or so. So those are definitely going to be worth it. The mug goes for like $5, so I'm not going to take that. The Willy Wonka, I can't find anything on the Willy Wonka, so the tumblers, well, I think I might take it just because it's kind of unique. It's only $3. The Scentsy we picked up, the Mother's Day one, brand new, it's selling for $20, so we're not going to be able to take that at $6. And the He-Man toy we're not going to take. Oh, check out this furniture over here, though. Holy cow, look at this. Whoa. What the? This is crazy. $75. $75. There's another one. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. It's kind of like. I don't. It's probably old. I'm guessing it's about $75 as well too, but pretty nice. I mean, that I know that would do well at there's a once a month flea market over in Dianza, Cupertino area, California. I know those would do incredibly well there. Those are probably, if you were to take it at that flea market, you'd probably get $300 a piece for each of these. They're that nice in person. Okay, we're gonna go put away, back to me. We're gonna go put away those toys really quick. I still need to look up that old Japanese boat with the figures on them. I'm still doing a little bit more research on those. So I'm gonna do that really quickly and see if it's worth it or not. I might go swing by the shoes. I think the shoe aisle might be kind of, no, there's people over there actually looking up shoes right now, so we won't disturb them. First thing in the morning, a bunch of resellers. Competition is everywhere. People are waiting at the door. It's not crazy like I see at other people's thrift stores where people are waiting around the building. It's not like that here, but there are people that wait. So there's competition. Don't let it deter you. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're gonna get ready to head on out here. I'm gonna go check in with my wife and see what else she picked up. But I put the other stuff back, and definitely taking the action figures, the mug. This wood carving, thank goodness for Google Translate because of that little sticker right there. I was able to translate it. I can't pronounce the actual place it's from, but it's a Japanese wood carving, and some of them are priced pretty high. There's like a wood carved bear, I guess, that goes for $400-ish, but I don't see that here. Now, the item is not priced, so depending upon if they can price it at the front and what it is, we may or may not get it. We'll see. Otherwise, that's going to be it for the trip, and stay tuned to the recap. Yeah, stay tuned to the recap. That's it for the trip. Unless I see anything else as I'm walking out. But if I do, I'll pop back on here and show you. Okay, I'm popping back on because I just spotted these and just, you know, $11.89. Snake Eyes, Timber. You would think this would be incredible value, but it's not. Or you think it would be worth picking up, but it's not worth it. Only some of them were selling brand new for $7. So the smaller just individual action figures do incredibly well. The bigger box sets, and even in the Avatar, don't do good. So maybe that'll change in the future, but I don't know. But you would think, if you're a G.I. Joe guy, Snake Eyes, you would think, yeah, Snake Eyes, that's going to go for good money, but no. Also, watch out for these. Opolis, this Catopoly needs to say, let me find my, right here, it needs to say Monopoly on it. If it doesn't say Monopoly, it's not officially licensed, so you can get a Vero for this. I've seen it. Be cautious. And plus, they really don't go for that much. If you do try to get away with selling it. And some people do. Some people are able to sell them, but be careful.
Yeah, you know what?
American Girl for this. American Girl Little Crown. $3. That's a good deal. Pick that up. That should be like $20. Oh, they just rolled out a tennis shoe bin, so it's about to get crazy over there. All right, okay. Let's continue on our way out.
Hey everybody, welcome to the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed that trip over to Goodwill. When you find new items, it just makes life so easier for what we do here, reselling on eBay. Some of those obviously weren't going to be worth it. You would think the larger sets would, but it's really the smaller individual figures that people want. So those are the ones I bought. Easy to picture. You just got to take the little tag off. Get yourself Scotty Pillars. Look it up. Scotty Pillars on Amazon. That's really, really going to help you. I have a heat gun I use as well too. So just tools of the trade. Stuff that you can use to help you clean up your items a little bit and get them ready to list. Because even though they're brand new, you still got to do a little bit of work, but it definitely makes life easier. Okay, let's go ahead and jump to the talking points, which are all about promotions and advertising. And I have it up on my screen over there, which I went over to screensaver. I'm going to go move the mouse a little bit. Talk about the eBay ones really quick, but we are going to get to that after this really quick. After I talk about promotions, advertising, why it's important. So, for those of you that don't really know or pay attention or aren't in advertising, big companies spend a lot of money on advertising. A lot of money. You all hear about the Super Bowl. I have my notes too, by the way. I'm looking at my notes. I created notes for this one. You guys all know about the Super Bowl. Everybody knows about the Super Bowl, whether you're into football or not. And people pay millions of dollars for just maybe half a second. Maybe a couple million on a whole second. But for companies that promote on there, a lot of big companies that do it, that's a drop in the bucket. That's really not that much when it comes to their advertising budgets, what they budget for advertising. Excuse me. When you hear about movies, movies advertise like crazy, especially big blockbuster movies. They're going to have a huge advertising budget because they spent a lot on that movie. They're going to want to see a return on that movie, on their investment that they invested into it. What they paid the actors, what they paid the crew, what they paid to set up all the, if there was any animation involved, anything like that, computer-generated stuff, that stuff's expensive. The people that create that stuff's expensive. So they're going to advertise to help boost that movie and get their return back. First of all, get the money they spent back, and then get a profit on that. I keep saying I want to say return, but get a profit on that product as well too that they did. All those posters and everything, all that stuff costs money. And if you're ever trying to print anything, you'll know how expensive it is. It's really, really expensive to do all that. And these companies, they spent millions of dollars on advertising. Here in eBay world, it's really not that much compared to large companies and what they spend. However, what is the best form of advertising? And sometimes it's free as well too. It's word of mouth. Now, I remember back in the day when the Blair Witch Project, still talking about movies, when the Blair Witch Project came out, I remember a few friends saw that movie and they were nonstop talking about it, telling everybody, we got to go see that movie. And I don't believe that movie had much of an advertising budget. I remember it was a really low budget movie, but man, that thing drew a huge crowd, and really, really, the people that created it, they were like superstardom. It was a great movie. I liked it. A lot of my friends liked it, and it was mostly word of mouth. Don't know if they really ultimately had any advertising on it or not. But if you look like back in the day, word of mouth, companies like Avon, Tupperware, Amway, all those old companies, they use some sort of kind of like a hybrid type of word of mouth. Tupperware parties. Who's heard of Tupperware parties? Who's heard your parents talk about Tupperware parties? They would spend a little bit to train the people on their products, how to use them, how to talk about them, and then boom, they would send them out. Who were the parties comprised of? Friends, family. Maybe those friends bought friends. Maybe that family bought other family or other friends, and just expanded out from there. And that's what made them successful. That's what got them success. Obviously we're all listening to our friends, even nowadays. We tell our kids, don't listen to your friends, who, if all your friends jumping off a cliff, are you going to go jump off a cliff too? We still listen to our friends, even older, even though we're older as well too. I was just telling a friend about a restaurant I went to, and I said, like, go to that, it was so good. And, they're probably going to go to that restaurant. Free advertising. Social media has branched out. I think social media is a branch of that. It's that word of mouth. Combine that word of mouth with with watching something on your phone, on your TV, on your computer, wherever. A lot of people have a lot of followers, and people not necessarily believe them, but they relate to them. And they like them, and they'll start buying their merch. This is merch T-shirt I'm wearing. They'll buy resell. We're talking about resellers here. They'll buy items. They'll relate to that person. They'll be like, hey, that person gets stuff that I like. I'm gonna buy stuff from them. That's a form of advertising. They're advertising on there. And so let me just look through my notes here. Make sure I'm staying on. Make sure I'm hitting all the right points here that I wanted to make. So one thing that advertising, promoting your items is supposed to do is convert to sales, convert to activity in your store. Okay. And it's very important, on eBay to have activity in your store. You always talk about listing every day. Just keeping an eye on your store. And I've talked about it. It's kind of like a mall. You want to make sure you upkeep your store. You're keeping your images fresh, and make sure your images are good. First of all, your titles are good. How's this item doing now? Is it still selling well? Is it not? And so you're having to manage your store. You're having activity in your store. Well, sales are also activity in your stores as well too. And what you heard me talk about it at the flea markets. When I see a group of people somewhere, I'll start gravitating over. Like, what are all those people looking at? What's going on over there? It generates activity. It generates eyes on products. And then when someone makes a purchase, all of a sudden you start to get that, like, oh man, what are they buying over there? Maybe I gotta buy that or not. And then you have activity in your store. And even when you're walking through a mall or anything like that, what are the better, a lot of the better stores have most of the activity, and most of the people going in and out, checking stuff out in there. And that draws more people in as well too. So people know what they're doing when they're advertising. You know, out and about, you know, people know what they're doing. There's a science behind it. And, you know, you bring one person in, trying to bring another person in, then people are walking by, they're seeing, why are all these people walking in there? And then those people start walking in, and then that should eventually start to translate into sales. And then once you get one sale, you start to get another sale. You know, how many times on eBay have you seen, you know, you get one sale, then immediately afterwards you get another sale? You know, there's that, there is something behind that. It's activity. It's your store is like, oh man, eBay, or I should say the software behind it, or AI behind it, probably is starting to, you know, pick up on, hey, this guy's store is generating a lot of, let's, you know, push this out. You know, it's pretty good. There's a lot of people coming in and looking at it, you know, and that's going to translate into sales. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that you get one sale, you get another sale, maybe 3 sales back to back to back. It's not a coincidence. It's all a science, you know, and it starts with promoting, with advertising your items. It's not like back in the day, you know, where you can post something up there. It kind of like that leave it and forget it type of mentality. That was a thing, but nowadays there's so many people. There's so many people selling stuff on there. You got to advertise. And I really do believe that if you advertise, even if you advertise some items and not other items, all your items get a boost, because I've seen where I've listed items, you know, and immediately get sales on them when I'm not really advertising them. I advertise pretty much everything, but that's going to get into a little bit. So, okay, yeah, I hit all my talking points there. Great, excellent. I hit all my talking points. But I'll tell you what, my strategy. And I really do, like I was saying earlier, I do believe if you promote some of your listings, all of your listings will kind of get a bit of a boost. Because I've seen where I promote higher on other items, but yet other items like that I just list, because I don't promote items that I just list very high, I've seen them not just sell through promoted, but also sell organically. And organically is basically just an unpromoted item. So for my store, usually it's 50-50. 50% of the time they're promoted, 50% of the time they're not promoted, the sales in my store. And I'm okay with that. I'm pretty, like this past weekend actually, most of the sales were actually organic. It was almost 70% organic sales. So 70% of the time, so 70% over the course of this past weekend, I didn't have to pay any promotion fees. And I really do believe that the other 30% help to boost the other ones as well, to help to boost those non-promoted ones and put it in front of people's eyes. Who's boosting it? AI? The software? You know, I don't know. I really do believe, because I see it happening. I see it actively happening in my store. Other items, you know, going out. Items where I was like, you know, I always talk about how I pick up items, you know, we heavily curate our items. And I know certain items, I know I can sell it. And, you know, I know about sell-through rate and everything. I know all about that. I really don't follow that too much. It's, can I sell it? And can I, first of all, can I price it appropriately based on what things are selling for? And can I sell that item? And some items do surprise me with the speed at which they go. And I'm going to show you an item that sold so quickly after listing it. Okay. So that's the importance, and that's really what I wanted to get across, the importance of advertising and promoting. Everybody does it. You know, nobody wants to spend extra money on trying to sell your items. Nobody wants to do it, but it takes money to make money. Not just buying the items. You gotta get, you know, the fees to sell on a platform, you know, the advertising fees, that all cost money. Okay, let me quickly, they're going to start at the back there really quick while I take the screensaver off. Okay, so just so I get the names right. So there's promoted listing standard on eBay. That's what I use. Promoted listings advance. Then there's promoted display. I don't know what my son's doing upstairs. If you guys hear like a little, you know, something like rolling around up there, I'm not sure what they're up to right now. Off-site ads as well too. Okay, so I use promoted listing standard, and you see that when you're building your listings. You can see it. I've been really doing a lot more on my phone, but it's towards the bottom, even on the computer. You'll see towards the bottom, it'll give you a suggested rate you can put in there, or you can put your own, or you can put it, so put the suggested, but don't go above this certain percentage. It's a percentage. And then there's promoted listings, advanced, which now we're getting more into the paper. Oh, it's like shifting my weight back and forth here. Now you're getting more into the, what is that? That was the clicks. Yes, that was the click. Pay per click. So you're paying every time someone clicks on your item. I don't like that. How many times do people click on things? I click all the time on things I don't really mean to. But I don't want to pay for unnecessary clicks. That can add up as well too. But it could translate into sales. I may try to... Sorry guys about that rolling while I'm trying to shoot here. Actually, you know what? Let me just quickly send a message up there. Really quickly. Let me see. I keep hitting the B instead of the N. Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. All right. Just while I quickly finish this. I don't really like to pay the click. Then there's the promoted display. Now, the promoted display, when you go to set that up, you have to set up a certain category. And then I've set up all these different categories. I don't want to do that either. I just want all my listings. And the reason is because I sell in about a little over 20 different categories. If I was isolated or niched down to certain categories, that might be an option for me. But I am not niched down into these categories, into like one category. Like if I was just doing clothes, I might use that one because when I'm using that promotion, I can just focus in on that one category, but I'm not in just one category. The one I'm thinking about trying soon and testing out is offsite ads. That is a pay-per-click, which I don't like the pay-per-click method. And the reason is I've used that stuff before, not on eBay. I've used it all before, and it can add up very, very fast, and I don't really like that. But I am thinking of trying it because it will promote everything off-site as well. But however, your items do get promoted off-site anyway, and I've seen it before when I've gone to Google, Google image something, and an eBay listing came up. So it does happen naturally, but you could probably give it a boost and get more sales by trying the offset. I'm definitely gonna try it out. I'm not gonna try it just yet, but because I got things really dialed in at the moment. But I may try that in the future. What I am doing is standard listings, standard promotions. You see it when you're building your listing towards the end. It's all the way towards the bottom, whether on your phone or on your computer, and you can select a certain percentage. I definitely recommend it, especially if you're in a very flooded category, to make life a little bit easier, because I do know you don't necessarily have to promote all your items. You don't necessarily have to promote every single category. If category is not very saturated, then you really don't have to promote it because you're only gonna be in there with a few other people. However, I do believe if you promote your listing, it'll give it a boost no matter what. Okay, so the strategy I do adopt is I do promote everything now, and I do promote a little bit more than normal as of late. Normal for me, that is. So everything gets a standard 4% promotion, and I've talked about a 3% promotion before. I bumped it up to 4%. My goal is to increase sales this year. I'm doubling down on eBay. I want to increase sales, and it's going to cost money to make that happen. Now, what I'm doing with my older listings, I'm promoting them, but I'm bumping that up to the suggested promotion. And I'm capping it though. I'm capping it at 12. Why 12? I don't know. I just like the number. But I'm capping it at 12. So they're taking, eBay is getting an additional cut into my items. But I'm okay with that if I can get more sales, more growth in my store. And of course, you know, because I'm going to be spending more on selling my items, I really have to be able to buy my items at a lower cost, because I have to take that in consideration. The other thing too is being top rated plus, so you get that 10% savings on final value fees. That is really playing a role into this as well too. If I didn't have that, I might go lower. I might not do the suggested, but my goal this year was to double down on eBay and increase sales. And like I said, I have things really dialed in right now, and you know, we're really, you know, we were kind of, you know, sputtering at the beginning, you know, at the beginning of the year, January, February, March. Then things started, you know, I started making slight adjustments here and there. And now we're really hitting, you know, we're hitting the ground running here. You know, we're really picking up on that velocity. All right, enough talking. My throat's done. Let's get to the what sold section, or part of this video. Okay, welcome to the what sold part of the video. And it's a little bit later today. Decided to get some dinner really quick. It's getting hot, so it's going to be a struggle at the flea market tomorrow. Let me tell you that. But doubling down, you know, right before I ended the previous section, doubling down on eBay. And doubling down is something we do in blackjack. And it's one of my favorite card games. And I used to play it a lot when I was younger. We were always going to the casinos. There's Native American casinos around us as well, too. So we'd go there playing. Playing for money is really, you know, a little bit more exciting, of course. Not as exciting or as fun not playing for money. But, and one of my strategies I would use... you know, I was really, yeah, it's good to, you know, make money doing it, but, it was really just, you know, me having fun. You know, I would always go to the casinos with money I was willing to lose, and I could play for hours on blackjack. And one of my strategies is using doubling down. And when you double down, you basically placing a double, you're matching your bet that's on the table, and then you only get one card dealt after that, and that's it, and you're done. So yeah, you're taking a chance. You know, you're getting to double your bet, so potentially double your winnings. But you only get one card to play with, and there's a certain, you know, there is a proper strategy, a proper time to use it. I used it a little unconventionally and kind of, you know, more going off feeling, how the game is being played, how many people are at the table, kind of gut feeling goes into it a little bit. So I would double down on, you know, I would double down on at times when people were, the dealer would even ask me, "Are you sure?" You know, and I'm like, "Yeah, do it." And you know, that's one of the ways I would do it to earn money, well, to win money, so that I can keep playing, the game. So that's doubling down. Double your bet, but there's a risk because you only get one more card or one more chance, and that's all you get. So, okay, let's move on to the what sold here, and I'm gonna have one warning in the what sold. So right over here, everything will appear right off the bat. We have some earrings. Bauble bar, keep your eye out for it. There's also Sugar Fix Bauble bar as well too. Sells really well. A couple years ago, we got a bunch of these earrings around Christmas. They're Christmas themed, and we got them 2 weeks before Christmas. And I mean, we got, I think it was like, I don't even remember, 50, 60 earrings or something. And I was rushing to get them listed and sold, and they were selling fast. Mind you, 2 weeks before Christmas, these things were selling like hotcakes, even up till a few days before. And I still had a few left over. They're all gone by now. I mean, they're definitely all gone by now. But even afterwards in January, I still had some, and they still sold really well. So, but those are Christmas. So Christmas, you know, everybody loves Christmas. Well, not everybody loves Christmas, but most people love Christmas, I should say. But they do make other stuff besides Christmas. I found these shark ones, usually with rhinestones. Really cool. Sold for $17.95. Great sale. Keep your eye out for Bauble bar Sugar Fix by Bobble Bar. They do really incredibly well. And they're very well made, too. So if you see them, you pick them up. I have found them at TJ Maxx before. But, excuse me. But where we found them most of the time is at Goodwill. Yeah, they're usually there in the case. I don't usually find these like at the flea market or anywhere else. And preferably, obviously, I've only sold them brand new. So preferably brand new. I don't know how they do well used. Okay. Next one, this is a warning. So the Game of Life, Pirates of the Caribbean, Disneyland, $18 what it sold for. You might think this would go for quite a bit because it's Disney branded. It's the Game of Life. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. But they don't. There's a few of these games that do go for a little bit more than... Or it goes for what you would think it would. And I did sell a Monopoly one, an older Monopoly one. I think that one sold for around $75 or $80 not too long ago. Most of them, though, are going to sell for around $20. I just have a feeling they were too overproduced, and there's a lot out there, and the people that want them have them already. And then you got to make sure they're complete, too, so that's also kind of, pain in the butt, trying to count pieces to games, board games. But we did find this one. This one we actually found, shockingly, at the Goodwill, and it was $3.59. And I was kind of amazed and shocked that I was like, wow, why is it so cheap? But we picked it up. Didn't make too much on it. But we picked it up anyway because it's Disney. It's Pirates of the Caribbean, one of our favorite rides. It's one of the, I think it's usually the first ride that we ride when we go down to Disneyland. It's the first one we jump on. Just an iconic ride, iconic movies. But be careful, they do not go for that much. So if you see them out there, garage sales, flea markets, Goodwill, they will be priced up as if they do go for quite a bit, but they don't. So you gotta pick it up. I wouldn't even pay $5 for it. I would pay $1 to $2. I'd be comfortable at $1 to $2. Where I paid, at $3, yes, we're gonna make money. If you're just starting out, I would pass it up completely. And it took a while to sell. This wasn't even a very fast seller either. Even the other one, which I sold for close to $80, that was not a fast sale at all. So be cautious with these Disney board games. They really, really don't sell very fast, and they don't really go for as much as you might think. Okay. Then the other one, the big hit here, a bronze medallion. A memorial. Now, I had to look up the name, so I did Google image this piece, and I came up with a bunch of different ones. So what that's telling me is that this image, this coin, this giant coin, or medallion, is kind of mass-produced almost, or heavily produced, I should say, and then, it is more personalized after the fact. But the fact that it's bronze does add some, some value to it because it is bronze. People do like bronze pieces. And then I looked up the name, and the name came up. He was a Korean War veteran who passed away. I believe, if I remember correctly, passed away during the war, and then he was honored with medals after the fact. And not like a huge well-known person, but definitely someone who served in the military, and unfortunately did pass away due to his service. And someone wanted this piece. I didn't know what's priced at. I didn't know what to. There was really nothing on it. There are some pictures and stuff of this person that was listed, and I didn't know. So I was going back and forth. What should I price that? What should I price that? I just chose $60 kind of randomly. I was like, maybe 60, best offer. See what happens. Sold within an hour of me listing it. It didn't even get the chance. Sorry, didn't even get the chance to get into the 10% off sale, which I'm currently running in my store. So they bought it full price, full asking price, and within about an hour. So really cool. Bronze, Frederick William Harris, Korean War. I put that all in the title. I believe that I mean, obviously, I put the name in there because it's on the actual bronze piece, and then I had to look up the name to figure out he was in the Korean War, so I threw that in there as well, too. And definitely, I believe that all helped to get it sold. Did I undersell it? Maybe. I don't know. Because I did find other ones like it, and they really weren't going for that much. They were like around $20-ish or so. I thought maybe the name would definitely carry this piece and get it sold for me. So, great piece. I'm glad it's off to its new owner, and $60 sale is not bad in this game here. Okay, that's the end. That's the end of the video. I know this is probably gonna be a little bit longer video, more towards the hour. I know most of my videos actually tend to be towards an hour because I probably talk too much. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I hope you guys, you know, whatever you choose to do regarding promotions or advertising, the choice is yours. If you're okay where your store is at right now, then that's cool. If you do want to try to you know, capture more sales, try to move things along a lot faster, I definitely think promoting, advertising is necessary. Everybody does it. Everybody, it's, you know, all businesses advertise. You know, everybody advertises, and it's necessary. Unfortunately, you know, we just can't all. You know, like, you know, I was talking about the Blair Witch, but, you know, having something just catch fire like that, it's rare. It doesn't happen. And especially, you know, in what we're doing, you know, you can build up a big social media following and advertise that way instead. You know, that is an option to do, and turn off all your promotions on eBay and just sell to your viewers. You can do that. That is possible. It's a proven thing. It just takes time. It takes time to build that up. And what you can do in the meantime, maybe you are trying to do that, and what you can do in the meantime is, you know, you're gonna have to promote. You know, if you really want to push your sales, I think I mean, some people just have great stuff all the time. You know, if I sell video cards, you know, I sell some modern video cards, computer video cards, those sell all the time. I really don't have to promote those at all. Because they'll boom, 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 they'll sell. There's always a market for video cards. I just can't always get video cards all the time. And when I do find them, they're usually priced up because people that have them know what they are. It's not before the pandemic when I used to be able to buy cryptocurrency mining rigs. I used to buy them and either flip the parts or turn them into gaming computers and resell them that way. Nowadays, it's just not. The prices are just way too high. They're beyond what I can pay. So, okay, I stopped talking about this video. Let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think. Hit the thumbs up button to like the video. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification. We're going live. This video comes out on Wednesday. So Thursday, the day after this video comes out, we're going live at the flea market Thursday. We try to do it every single Thursday, barring unforeseen circumstances. And thank you guys for watching.